What the drillio? What the drillio, man? You know what I'm talking about? What the drillio? Yeah. What's going on with y'all, man? This morning, finna do this little episode real quick. I'm hella late on this one. Man, I was supposed to do this shit like at the beginning of the week, bro. But man, it's been hella shit going on, my nigga. I need to be on this shit, man, and be more consistent with my content on Snax on Sportz. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way to build a following is to make sure you know what I mean. You staying consistent with your with the content, man. You got to keep hitting them every day. So, but yeah, we finna get into this, man. Week 1, I wanted to do it, you know what I mean, before these games start in about an hour. You know what I mean? Just a quick little hour recap on everything that happened in week 1. You know what I mean? I got to do it every week. You know what I mean? So, we finna start this right now. I'm just trying to pull up the schedule. Week 1 schedule, so that way I can look at all the games, and so I don't miss out on nothing. What's good with my guy, High Risk out there, man, in Australia, man? One love for tapping in with the boy. I'm just finna do a quick little recap of week 1 in the NFL since I hadn't did it yet this week. I was supposed to do this shit on Monday after the Monday night game, but it's been a few little things going on with me this week, man. I'm in the process of switching whips, so I don't have my own car right now. I'm in my wife's car. This shit is pathetic, man, because this woman do not keep her car clean. I don't like riding in dirty cars. I don't do it. I keep all my shit clean, plush, you know what I mean, and pristine. And my wife, you know what I mean? Because my kids be riding in this car. Why you want your kids riding in a dirty ass car so they can pick up them badass habits? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me pull up right here. I'm just pulling over here. It's raining out here in the bay, so I gotta pull up under this little tarp so I can smoke my weed and do my Snax on Sportz. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this going. Snax on Sportz. We back with another one before these games start. You know what I'm talking about? So, week 1. Week 1, you know what I mean? Some interesting games. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it, though. So, last Thursday night. So, we already in the week 2. You know what I'm saying? Because on this past Thursday night, we had Chargers, Chiefs. I'm upset about that motherfucking game. I'm going to get into that. You know what I mean? I'm going to get into that. So they just said, so Kittles is out because they was saying that, you know, he was trying to, in warm-ups, he was going to try to go at it and see if he could play. But if they, because I hadn't heard nothing or seen nothing since then. So you breaking news to me, High Risk, if that's the news, if he not playing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, you know what I mean, because he ain't all the way healthy. I think they should just let him just let him sit out until he's fully healthy, man. Don't rush him back. It's the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? Okay. They said it a few hours. Okay. Well, hey, we without the best tight end in the league again. You know what I'm saying? Trey Lance, boy. What a start to your motherfucking career. You lost last week in the damn monsoon. You didn't have Kittles. You don't got him again this week. And then the crazy thing is it was raining out there in Chicago, and then it's been sunny as fuck in the Bay. I'm talking about hot than a bitch. We had a heat wave last week. And all of a sudden, for our first game
our home opener of the season now is raining. So this nigga Trey Lance go from a monsoon in Chicago, thinking he coming home to some good weather in the Bay Area, to, you know what I'm saying, to play in, and it's raining. Now, it ain't pouring raining, you know what I mean? It ain't a monsoon how it was out there. It ain't gonna be puddles on the fucking field and shit. But the fact of the matter is, it's raining, you know what I'm saying? So we still won't be able to see Trey Lance on dry grass, sunny weather conditions, you know what I'm saying, and just flinging that motherfucker and see what he can do. There you go. You right. High risk, that's why I fuck with you, boy. You all the way. Hey, that's facts. The other team got to play in those conditions too. So you 100% right about that. You know what I'm saying? Good shit, high risk. You know what I'm saying? Now, but the Chiefs and the Chargers game that just passed on this past Thursday, I'm not going to talk about that yet because I'm going to talk about that on the next live, the next week 2 recap live that I do. You know what I'm saying? For right now, I'm just on this, I'm on week 1 since I didn't get a chance to do it. So, man, last Thursday night, we started out with the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Like I said, I still got an hour before week 2 starts. Well, week 2 already started, but before the Sunday's game starts. So I still got time to do a quick hour live and give my recap on week 1 before week 2 starts. So Buffalo Bills, Los Angeles Rams. The Bills waxed that ass, man. You know what I'm saying? The Bills waxed that ass. Josh Allen and the Bills came into the season as like Super Bowl favorites, and Josh Allen came into the league as like an MVP candidate and shit, and they lived up to that shit in week 1. For sure. You know what I'm saying? They put the beats down on the defending Super Bowl champion, Los Angeles Rams. So we'll see how the Rams look today. But yeah, as far as that, I'm gonna just go through every game and kind of just give my little take and my little recap on that game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the Bills looked good, man. Offense, defense, special teams. Now it's week 1. So I don't want to overreact. You know what I'm saying? And make it as if, you know, I don't want to make it as if like because the Rams lost week 1 and they got beat bad, like that's how they're gonna look for the whole season. No, it's only the first game of the season. It's week 1. Me, myself, and every sport, I need I need a quarter of the season. So for the NFL, I need at least 4 weeks to determine what I feel like a team really looks like. For the NBA, I need 20 games. You know what I'm saying? That's like a quarter of the season. What happened to high risk? You said what happened to Odell Beckham? He when he signed last year with the Rams, that was just for that year, for last year. You know what I mean? So he signed on just for that 1 year. Came in the middle of the season, helped him win a Super Bowl, got hurt in the Super Bowl. Maybe if he wasn't hurt, you know what I mean? Maybe if he didn't get hurt in the Super Bowl, the Rams may have re-signed him or something, but he only signed for that 1 year last year. So now he's recovering from his knee surgery and shit. So, I mean, he'll probably be healthy enough to play again, you know, sometime towards the end of the year, like November, December, you know what I'm saying? But for right now, he's without a team, and he's probably going to be without a team until he's fully healthy and can, like, you know, practice and show a team that he's healthy enough to play. So that's what's going on with Odell Beckham right now. He a free agent. But yeah, Josh Allen looked like that boy. He looked like that boy. Yeah, the Cowboys without Dak too. It's like, man, I'm a Niners fan and I hate the Cowboys, but I can't front. I want Dak up in there. Now, personally, as a Niners fan, I actually like Dak. And I like Zeke Elliott too. And not only that, one of my younger homies, younger brother, plays for the Dallas Cowboys. He's a cornerback. It's his second year. He got drafted last year. He was a rookie last year. Nashawn Wright. He's from East Palo Alto. Okay? Same city I'm from. Young nigga, though. Went to Oregon State. I forget what his number is, man. My fault, man. I forget what his number is. I should know what his number is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, East Palo Alto, we got my little murder capital ass city. We got we got a few players in the league now. We ain't murder capital no more. That's been years ago. But yeah, that was the reputation of our city. You know what I mean? We was like a mini East Oakland. Like we was, you know what I mean? And so to see these young niggas coming up out of that and making it to professional sports now, that's dope. But Nashawn Wright, check him out. You know what I'm saying? Young cat, you know what I mean? That's my my boy Goose, my homie, my young homie DeAndre Forks. That's his younger brother. You feel me? My homie, I make music. You know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper, producer, engineer. I make music. DeAndre he shoots videos for me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Shit, you can go on this YouTube page right here and go down and scroll and check out my playlist, and you'll find a few of the videos that he said. Okay, man, good looking. One love, high risk. You know what I'm saying? One love, you know what I mean, for checking out the music, man. I haven't stopped making music videos, bro. I still make music videos. I'm still doing it. I'm just chilling right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been making music for a very long time. And this is the first year in like 19, 20 years that I've been making music. I'm 40 years old, bro. Okay. I don't look it. Don't nobody tell me I look it. I just turned 40 years old last month in August. Okay. I've been rapping as consistent. I've been rapping, as you know, as what I do now, like seriously, you know, for 20 years now. You know what I'm saying? I put my first album out in 2003. So this year, 2022, is the first year in 20 years where I haven't like done anything in music. As far as like I ain't been in the studio recording nothing. I ain't been doing no sessions. I ain't made no beats. I ain't shot no videos. I ain't did nothing. I kind of got burnt out at the end of my last run. So I make music for life. That's what I do. So I never stopped making music and shooting videos. But I'm just chilling right now. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I'm doing my Snax on Sportz shit. So yeah, I'll come back to the music when I get the motivation again. But when you put your all into some shit for over 20 fucking years, you know what I mean, and you getting a little bit of, you know, like I done hella shit, but you know what I mean, you get a little bit of traction, but not the traction that you want. After a while, man, I mean, you just get to feel like, all right, it's been 20 years I've been pushing this shit, man, and you know what I'm saying, just been looked over and slept on. So I'm starting to just think about other shit now. But anyway, so Josh Allen, man, he done his thing. Josh Allen right now does look after. If I can, for 1 week, yeah, Josh Allen the MVP to the motherfucker. So, yeah. In the Rams, like I said, I ain't gonna overreact. I never looked at the Rams as like, okay, they won the Super Bowl last year. I give them credit for that. But I never looked at the Rams as like a team coming into this year, like you got to respect them because they won the Super Bowl and they still got a good team. But I don't look at them like the Patriots when they was in their heyday. You know what I mean? Like if they win the Super Bowl, they got a realistic chance of winning it again that next year. I don't look at the Rams like that. I look at the Rams as like they won it last year, but that was kind of like a one-off. You know what I'm saying? They could prove me wrong and maybe get back and do some shit. Well, hold on. Let me not say that, because every time I say that to myself, I always forget that the Rams were in the Super Bowl in 2018, 3 years before they. So I gotta, you know, but Yeah, you said something about the Giants. Let me see. I have a feeling that New York Giants will be a dangerous team this season. I won't be surprised if the Giants end up being a good team this year. Or a formidable team. I don't see them being good or I'm okay. I won't say I don't see them being good. I don't see them being great. But would it shock me if by the end of the season, like the New York Giants were like 8-9 or 9-8? No, I don't think that wouldn't shock me at all. But I don't think most people think that they would even have a record of like that. Like most people look at the Giants like 5-12 or some shit like that. But hey, you never know. We'll see. The boy Saquon Barkley, he back. He ran for like $160 last week. So you know what I mean? But we'll see what happens with that. You know what I mean? We'll see if he can stay healthy. You know what I mean? So yeah, but nah, you know, so I still respect the Rams and shit like that. But I kind of look at the Rams this year as like the 2011 Dallas Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? That beat the Miami Heat. Just a one-off. You know what I mean? You respect them. Dirk Nowitzki, one of the greatest players of all time, done his thing, Hall of Famer, MVP player, you know what I mean? All that. You know what I mean? But it was just a one-off. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I look at the Rams. All right, the next game last week was week 1. Saints, Falcons. Now, this game kind of had me upset a little bit. You know what I mean? Not upset, but like, because neither one of these teams is my teams. However, I have history in New Orleans, okay? My daddy is from New Orleans, okay? Yeah, that was a close game. That's what I'm saying. So my dad is from New Orleans. So my family is from New Orleans. But I'm not from New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? I'm from East Palo Alto, California, in the damn Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? So I root for them damn Niners, man. So it'd be fun going back and forth with my fam about the Saints and all that. So I wanted the Falcons to win. You know what I mean? And well, I didn't really care who won that game. But once the Falcons got up by like 2 scores, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like the Falcons about to give these niggas a loss. And to just see like the way these teams just crumble and just throw the game away and just throw in the towel. You do all this shit first, second, and third quarter. All of a sudden, it's closing time. It's winning time. And it's like you motherfuckers is playing Pee-wee football again. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Do the same shit you did in the first and the second and the third quarter in the fourth quarter, and you're gonna win the damn game. I don't get it. So that's the thing that be getting me. It's like, bro, y'all let these niggas come all the way back down like fucking 14 points with 10 minutes to go and shit, to some crazy shit like that, and end up losing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Falcons, what's up? You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. And the reason why I say that is because for whatever reason, coming into the year, they got the Saints. Like, you know what I mean? They got the Saints, like, they, you know, I seen some motherfuckers talking about Jameis Winston is gonna be an MVP candidate. Jameis Winston? You mean 30 interceptions in 1 year, Jameis? Famous Jameis? You talking about Jameis Winston that's rubbing on the thighs of Uber and Lyft drivers? That Jameis? Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I you know. I don't see it, brother. Good game, Jameis. You played well in the second half. I give you credit for that. I don't see it. I don't see it. Hey, now they play my Bucks today. Not my Bucks, but everybody know Tom Brady, my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? San Mateo, California, Sarah High School, Bay Area, Peninsula. Let's get it. Let's get it. You know what I'm talking about? So the Saints play the Bucks today, and in about an hour, in about 45 minutes to be exact. And they seem to always have Tom Brady's number in the regular season. But we all know once it get to the postseason, we all know what the damn Brady bunch do. You know what I'm talking about? But So we'll see what happened. But yeah, Saints, Falcons, Falcons choked it away. And that was some bullshit. But yeah, Saints got the win, whatever. Browns, Panthers, Cleveland Browns, Carolina Panthers. Man, I wanted Baker to win, bro. I fuck with Baker, bro, like, because they doubting him. And another thing I didn't like that pretty boy ass Odell Beckham Jr. daddy, okay, putting out a motherfucking videotape of all of Baker Mayfield bad throws. Like, who do that, bro? Like, man, if I was in the NFL, if I was Odell Beckham, bro, my pops do something like that, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is you doing, my nigga? What the fuck is you doing? I understand you my daddy and you trying to have my back, but bro, that ain't the way to do it. You throwing my fucking quarterback under the bus, nigga. They gonna think I told you to do this, nigga. How that help me? You know what I'm saying? They gonna say I'm selfish, I'm this and that, I ain't think about the team, all this other shit. Man, come on, man, you can't do that. So I thought that was out of pocket. Because you can, nigga, as great as Tom Brady is, the greatest quarterback of all time, I could put together a motherfucking video montage and make him look like motherfucking Jamarcus Russell, nigga, if I want to do that. So come on, man, ODB, Beckham, Junior Daddy, come on, man, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. So I didn't like that. So that had me kind of looking some type of way at OBJ last year, you know what I'm saying? But you know, nigga won the Super Bowl, so whatever. But nah, I didn't like that. So ever since that happened, I've been wanting Baker to succeed. Because I don't think that, I'm not saying the nigga is Aaron Rodgers or fucking Peyton Manning or some shit, Joe Montana or some shit, but I think he better than what they trying to say. Shannon Sharp on TV every motherfucking day, just killing him. You know what I mean? Killing him. I'm like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Baker Mayfield took the Cleveland Browns to their first playoff appearance and won them a playoff game for the first time in like 30 years, bro. No other quarterback did that for the past 30 years but Baker Mayfield. And that's how y'all repay this man? By going to go get this nigga Deshaun Watson, who ain't played in a whole fucking year, got all these motherfucking charges against him for doing some old weirdo ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And they want to talk about, oh, yeah, Cleveland Brown will talk about, oh, yeah, we want to, because we want a grown-up in the building as our leader. You know what I'm saying? We want more maturity. I'm trying to say Baker Mayfield immature. But then you go give $230 million guaranteed to Bro. You know what I mean? Who fondling them therapists, the massage therapists. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. And I always thought Deshaun Watson was a little overrated anyway. You know what I'm saying? Not that, you know, hey, great young quarterback. But for me, if you so great, that shit got to lead to wins, brother. His last year with the Houston Texans, he had a great individual season, MVP numbers. But the team was 4-12. And he played all the games. So if you so good, I mean, you should account for, at least 8 wins, nigga, and be able to go 8-8. You know what I'm saying? So Deshaun Watson, yeah, he's a good quarterback. I never understood why they were so ready to put him like on the level of like an Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady or some shit. I don't think he's that good. He may got the potential to be that good, but he ain't that good right now. Them is Super Bowl champions and shit. Like, this nigga ain't even won a playoff game. What are we talking about? So, so for me, I wanted Baker to win last week because I wanted them to beat the Browns. You know what I mean? In his, you know what I mean, his first game playing against his former team and all that. They started out shaky, came back, took the lead. They actually took the lead, and, you know, Carolina did what they did to you know, whatever. So, but Cleveland Browns, y'all ain't finna do shit. You 1-0 right now, but you ain't finna do a motherfucking thing, boy. You know what I'm saying? Carolina Panthers, they took a loss, but it's just 1 week, and I feel like they you know what I mean. I actually got Carolina making a playoff as a wild card this year. If y'all go look at my last video, you know what I'm talking about. My last video, which was I gave my predictions. You know what I'm saying? My predictions for this season. You know what I'm saying? And one of my predictions was that I got Carolina making the playoffs as a wild card and losing, but at least I got them making the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It was like the 6th or 7th seed, and I think I got them at 9 and 8 or some shit like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll see what happened with that. I'm rooting for Baker. You know what I mean? All right, what we got next? So yeah, the Browns, they got a little lucky little win against the Panthers. Whatever, they ain't gonna do shit. Niners, Bears. My motherfucking team. Now, like I said, the second half of that game was like a monsoon, bro. I mean, it was literally puddles on the field. Literally, on the motherfucking TV, the lines and the numbers on the field was wiggly and squiggly, bro. Because they was under puddles of water and shit. So, but like my guy High Risk just said about 10 minutes ago, the Chicago Bears was playing in it too. The Chicago Bears was playing in that weather too. So, hey, it ain't no excuses, man, about Trey Lance, this, and I'm not, this is not a Trey Lance thing. See, my thing with this Trey Lance, Jimmy G thing, to me, I put the blame on Kyle Shanahan. I put it on Kyle Shanahan. This ain't on Trey, this not on Trey Lance. He just, you know what I mean? The coach put him in. I feel like Trey Lance should still be on the bench right now. Jimmy G should be the starter. This was Jimmy G's last year anyway. This was going to be the final year of his contract anyway. This year right here, 2022. Let Jimmy G, dog. We was just in the NFC. We was 2-3 minutes away from going back to the Super Bowl, bro. Why put this young boy in here like this, man, and he not ready? This 49ers team, bro, got 8 of the top 100 players in the league. I'm not just saying that. That is what the players voted for the NFL top 100 list that they do every year at the beginning of the year to kick off the season. Okay? They just did the NFL top 100. They've been doing this for like 10, 11, 12 years now. Okay? The 49ers got 8 players on that list. Okay? Fullback Kyle Juszczyk, safety Jimmy Ward, linebacker Fred Warner, defensive lineman, defensive end Bosa, wide receiver Deebo Samuel, offensive lineman Trent Williams, tight end Kittles. Okay, and it's one more. I always forget who that last one is. I got to go back and check. I think it's the kicker. Might be the fucking kicker. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. So what that mean is, bro, if the 49ers have 8, I've said this before in a few of my past lives. You know what I'm saying? If the 49ers have 8 of the top 100 players in the league, that mean they got 8. That's exactly what that means. That mean they have 8% of the top 100 players in the league. Of the top, they got 8% of the top. Yeah, 8% of the top 100. You know what I mean? And 8% of the best players of the league is on the 49ers. That's a high percentage for one fucking team and shit. You know what I'm saying? What that mean is we stacked, my nigga. We got players every which way, all around, nigga. All 3 phases, nigga. Special teams, offense, defense. We stacked. What that mean is we Super Bowl ready right now. We need a quarterback in there that can get us there, man. And I'm sorry, but in my opinion, Trey Lance is not ready right now to get us there. He's not, bro. He's just not. I've been saying this for a whole fucking year now, man. I've been saying this. He will be ready and can be ready in a year or two. All his physical tools and attributes, the rocket arm, not rocket arm, the big arm. Big arm is different than having a rocket arm. Rocket arm, you throw that motherfucker fast as fuck. Colin Kaepernick had a rocket arm. That nigga throw that motherfucker 10 yards and you catch that motherfucker, you better not let that motherfucker hit you in the chest. Motherfucker cave your damn chest in. That motherfucker throw that motherfucker hard. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, Trey Lance, he got a big arm, okay? Super mobile. You know what I mean? Elusive and all that. So he got all the physical tools. He got to get it up here though, too, first. You know what I'm saying? And then once the game starts so it's just my opinion that with him at the helm, we gotta, there's a ceiling, bro, that we gonna hit. It's not his fault. It's that he's just not experienced enough. He got to go through this shit. That's why Kyle Shanahan used a stupid dumb motherfucker for putting him in. Let his ass sit for one more year behind Jimmy G and continue to learn a little bit more. What have he done that he's owed the starting quarterback position? He's done nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he wants, we traded up and we traded all these picks and all this other shit to go to number 3 to pick him, that's your fucking fault. I don't give a damn what nobody say. If Trey Lance, if Kyle Shanahan had 100% trust that Trey Lance was ready right now, Jimmy G would not be on the team. Period, point blank. That's just facts. He would not be on the fucking team. Because why would you do that to Trey Lance, bro? And have a nigga sitting behind him that took us to the Super Bowl and the NFC Championship and has a record of 33-14 as the starter of the San Francisco 49ers. 33-14. The nigga winning 70% of his damn games, completing 65 to 70% of his passes. And we going to the NFC Championship in the Super Bowl. And Kyle Shanahan, anytime that Jimmy G don't play, he lose. He lose the majority of his games. It happened again in week 1. So all I know is when Jimmy G don't play, Kyle Shanahan don't win. That's all the fuck I know. So, hey, I never approved of this, bro. But I'm not mad. We lost week 1. Hey, I'm not mad. This is what the fuck I expect. Motherfucker want to blame it on the rain and all that shit, man. I don't blame it on the rain. Milli Vanilli. I'm not blaming it on the motherfucking rain, bitch. You know what I'm saying? The Chicago Bears played in the same motherfucking monsoon, and they have a second-year quarterback as well. And that boy from Ohio State, what's his name? Start with a J. Justin something. I forget his name. Y'all help me out. But hey, high risk, help me out with what's the quarterback name of the Chicago Bears? Justin something. But I know he's from Ohio State. But he's a second-year quarterback too, just like Trey Lance. He was playing in that weather too. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no excuses, bruh. But anyway, hey, the Bears end up winning the game 19-10. Okay, we was up 10-0. Let them niggas score 19 unanswered. You know what I'm saying? And then fucking it just everything changed. Everything changed in the fourth quarter. No, the rain didn't help, but hey, that interception that Trey Lance threw didn't help either. You know what I'm saying? And wasn't nobody to blame for that but him. So yeah, I'm not getting mad at nothing. All you Niners fans that was bashing and talking shit about Jimmy G, don't change that energy now. Keep that same Trey Lance energy y'all had. And don't get all mad. This is what it is. I tried to tell you, stupid, dumb motherfuckers, last year. This is what the fuck was going to happen. Nigga, you got a quarterback in there, serviceable quarterback that can get you there. You making long, deep runs in the playoffs every fucking year. You know what I'm saying? And you want to get rid of him for some project motherfucker that ain't even played it. Bro, this nigga played NCAA, NC2AA or some shit or you know what I mean? Not the first division, the second division, some shit, whatever. You feel me? The nigga went to what? North Dakota State, South Dakota State, the same college that Carson Wentz went to. That's where Trey Lance went to. And but they don't play against, you're not playing against no Clemsons. You ain't playing against no Alabamas. You ain't playing against no Georgias. You know what I'm saying? You ain't playing against no USCs, no Michigans, no Ohio States. You ain't playing against none of that. Okay? And in his last season, he only played one game because that was the pandemic year. So he's unexperienced. He's inexperienced, bro. And the history of the game tell me ain't no motherfucking young quarterback gonna come in his first or second year and just gonna take a team that was just in the NFC Championship and almost went to the Super Bowl and then put him in and they gonna pick up where they left off and go to the Super Bowl and win it. That's not how it worked. That's not how it worked. Everybody ain't Patrick Mahomes. Like I said, that's y'all motherfucking fault. Y'all trying to find the next Patrick Mahomes, think this nigga Patrick Mahomes. He's not Patrick Mahomes, bro. Andy Reid had Alex Smith. They was going to the playoffs. Multiple playoff appearances with Alex Smith, who was a good, solid, serviceable quarterback that Jim Harbaugh helped turn his career around, okay? And he moved up also to draft Patrick Mahomes. Not as high as the number 3 overall pick, but he moved up. He seen something, and he moved up to draft. I forget what round. I think it was at the end of the first round when Patrick Mahomes was drafted. It may even been the second round. I don't remember. Because I didn't know nothing about the nigga. He went to Texas Tech. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? And so his rookie year, he hadn't played one game. Alex Smith was the quarterback. They was raving about this nigga. His rookie year. Talking about, man, this nigga in practice, hey, this nigga is balling the fuck out. I'm like, damn. And then not only that, the last game of the year, after the Kansas City Chiefs had already, secured their playoff spot and all that and wrapped up their seeding and all of that, Patrick Mahomes played that last game of the year. Now, it's the last game of the year. I forget who they was playing against and if the team that they were playing against was even playing for anything. You know what I'm saying? Because when it's the last game of the year, if you a team that ain't making the playoffs, yeah, you're going to go out there and play and still play football, but you may not give it your all. I mean, it is our last game. Or if they playing against a team that is a playoff team, and it's the last game, most likely you're not. And if they already got hella shit wrapped up as far as their playoff position and seeding, then you ain't getting the real team, just like he was in that game. Alex Smith was their starter. So I'm saying that to say, I forget what the circumstances was around that final game of the season, but it was the final game of the season. But either way, he was a rookie and he lit it up. He lit it the fuck up, nigga. He did exactly in that final game of the season, his rookie year. He looked the exact way they was talking about him. I mean, he lit that shit up. You know what I'm saying? And after that, the next year, he was a starting quarterback in his second year, threw for 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, won the MVP, and should have went to the Super Bowl. was in the AFC Championship against the New England Patriots and only lost because a defensive player on the Kansas City Chiefs jumped off sides on a play where Tom Brady actually threw an interception. Tom Brady threw an interception. That interception would have ended the game. Kansas City would have won and went on to the Super Bowl. But a player from, I forget, it was a defensive lineman or a linebacker, jumped off sides, was off sides on that play. You know what I'm saying? Lined up off sides. You know what I mean? Lined up in the neutral zone, which is an infraction. And so the interception was null and void. Patriots still had the ball. They go down there, either kick a field goal or score a touchdown, whatever, go on to the Super Bowl and beat the Rams in a boring-ass Super Bowl for their 6th championship. But I'm saying that to say Andy Reid didn't think twice about letting motherfucking Alex Smith go and handing over to he didn't say, oh, well, I'm gonna keep Alex Smith around for insurance just in case Patrick Mahomes don't pan out. No. He knew exactly what the fuck he had. Okay? So it ain't the same as Trey Lance. So I'm saying there's precedent for this. That's already been said. This isn't unprecedented. Okay? If you really that dude, yeah, the nigga that was before you, they gonna ship his ass out of town, and you gonna be that nigga. And it ain't gonna be no threat of nobody being able to come in and take your job because you know, in case you may not live up to what they thought you was gonna be. Nah. They ain't do that to Patrick Mahomes. They said, here, young man, this your motherfucking team. And he took their ass to the promised land. So, yeah, Trey Lance ain't Patrick Mahomes, dog. You know what I mean? So, and that's just what that is. So, I'm not surprised at last week's outcome. We lost 19-10. I got us going. I have the Niners going, I believe, 9-8 this year. I think I either got us going 8-9 or 9-8, but I got us making the playoffs as a wild card. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Okay, next we got the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Cincinnati Bengals. That was a good game. You know, Steelers jumped out on their motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, Bengals? I mean, y'all off that Super Bowl hangover for real. This nigga Joe Burrow threw four interceptions, but they did end up coming back and should have won the game. But some fucked up shit happened down the stretch twice. I think you know, between missed field goals and some other shit that happened, to where they should have been able to kick the field goal and just win the game, but they fucked it off. And you know, the Steelers end up coming away in the end with the victory. But the Bengals didn't deserve to win that game because of how they started off. Anyway, so you know, that's usually how it goes. You know what I mean? You make a comeback and this and that. You did all that to come back, but it was too late. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, I like Joe Burrow, so you know, I wanted the Bengals to win, so that was pretty disappointing. But the Bengals played the Cowboys today. Here in about, well, I think it's an afternoon game, so it's in a few hours. But yeah, and the Bengals, y'all should beat the Cowboys today without Dak Prescott. If y'all can't do that and y'all start 0-2, then I don't know what, you know. I know y'all still be able to, there's still a lot of time left in the season, but I mean, damn. Y'all coming off a Super Bowl appearance, you know what I'm saying? And you start the next year 0-2, and you lose to a team that ain't even got their starting quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. Okay. Next, Philly Eagles against the Detroit Lions. Cool game. You know, the Eagles won 38-35. The Lions should have won that game. You know, it was a lot of games where teams should have won and end up, you know, ended up losing the game because they ain't got no motherfucking closing gene. They ain't got no clutch gene. Them niggas, when it's winning time, them niggas losing. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of those games. But it's the Lions, so what do you expect? Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles. He a cool little quarterback, but I mean, he hadn't showed me nothing special. So Philadelphia Eagles, they got the win. But yeah, I mean, you know, I just look at them as an average team this year. Next, we had the Indianapolis Colts against the Houston Texans. That game actually ended up in a 20-20 tie. I'm just seeing that right now. I didn't even fucking know that shit. That's how little I give a fuck about that damn game. Now that I see that, I do remember hearing somebody say that throughout the week somewhere on ESPN or FS1. I do remember that being said. But yeah, they ended up in a tie, and I ain't even know. The Colts, not Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers was their quarterback last year, but now their quarterback is Matt Ryan. They got Matt Ryan, who used to be with the Atlanta Falcons. And then the Texans, I don't even know who the fuck they got, what the fuck they doing. I don't know nothing. So, yeah, I don't even give a fuck about that game. Then you got the Miami Dolphins beat the New England Patriots last week 20-7. Patriots is done, bro. I know I just said I'm not going to overreact off of one game, but I'm not overreacting off of one game. I'm reacting off of, now this is the third year post Tom Brady, and I've seen enough. I mean, I've seen enough. That first year obviously was rough. Okay. Last year was better, but we see how the year ended with them in the playoffs. Very bad. Like because they're not the same team without Tom Brady. Okay, but they did play well enough last year. They had a run in the middle of the season, and I think they went on like a 7-8 game winning streak, and everybody was, the Patriots, like they said. I been knew that shit was fool's. I been knew that shit was fool's gold, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fool's gold. They just had a good stretch in the middle of the season, but I knew they wasn't finna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And this year, starting out 0-1, losing to the Miami Dolphins, who I don't give a fuck. If Tom Brady was on the Patriots, they beat the Dolphins. I don't give a fuck. Now I know the Patriots, even with Tom Brady, they had struggles in Miami, and the game was in Miami last week. So the Patriots have lost to the Miami Dolphins in Miami with Tom Brady a few times. So, but I'm just saying, bro, it's not the same, bro. It's over. Mac Jones, he's an okay quarterback. He ain't Tom Brady, nothing close to it. So, I mean, they're gonna be, I think I gave the Patriots 7-10 this year, something like that. I mean, that's what they're gonna be. That's what they are. It's over for them, bro. It's over. So, it is what it is. Mac Jones is a solid, okay quarterback, but he not. At most, if you got a great team around him, at most you can probably you'll make the playoffs. Okay, you'll make the playoffs, but you'll be one and done. You know what I'm saying? It just it just is what it is. So yeah, and the Dolphins, Tua, he's okay, but I mean, nothing special. I think Tyreek Hill helps out a lot. But I think they're better than the Patriots. I just do. I think they're better than the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Or like right there with them. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah. Baltimore Ravens against New York Jets. Baltimore, just gonna pay that man. Go on, pay that man, bro. Just go on, pay that man. This is an MVP player, bro. Lamar Jackson. If this man walk out that door, y'all ain't shit. Now I understand y'all technically y'all got him. Okay, you know as far as he getting paid what $26 million this year, and then after that his rookie contract is up or whatever. You know what I mean? But y'all can franchise him for the next 2 years. Now I know y'all ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? But just pay this man, bro. Just pay this man. Yeah, because Lamar Jackson, that's all you got, brother. I mean, and he's a top tier quarterback in this league. But yeah, Baltimore beat the Jets 24-9. Now it was the Jets, okay, but they still did what they had to do. You know what I mean? Lamar Jackson did, played great, throwing the football. He didn't have to do all that running and shit. So yeah, but I mean that was pretty predictable. Baltimore is going to beat the Jets pretty handedly, and they did that. Lamar played well, and yeah, that's pretty much the end of that. The Washington Commanders. That's some old weirdo ass name, bro. The Washington Commanders against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Washington Commanders against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was actually a good game. And the Commanders end up winning 28-22. Carson Wentz actually played well. You know what I'm saying? And as y'all know, they be Carson Wentz be up and down. They talk about what a poor leader he is. They be trying to kill his character and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then he have a great game, but then he will have a fucked up game. I mean, he played well overall. He played great overall, but he had 1 or 2 moments in the last game. Almost he won him the game, then damn near lost him the game, and then won him back in the game again. Like, it's a roller coaster with that boy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Commanders end up pulling it off, beating the Jags. What else we got? Tennessee Titans against the New York Giants. Titans. I mean, Ryan Tannehill. I'm not a believer in him. Never have been. This white boy was a receiver in college. In the NFL, they made him the quarterback. They do the exact opposite to black players. You a quarterback you a quarterback in college and you black. You come to the NFL, they try to make your ass a receiver. I don't get it. I don't get that. So they try to make this boy a quarterback. He's not a good one. Okay? He's not horrible. Okay? But he's not good. So, Tennessee Titans, I never expect them to do nothing because they quarterback suspect in a motherfucker. Ryan Tannehill, like, come on, man. You're not going nowhere with him, bro. He's not good. So, like I said, he's not trash, though. I'm not saying he's trash. He's just not good. So they lose to the Tennessee Titans. They lose to the Giants. Saquon Barkley, he ran for $160 something, did his thing. but they don't got no quarterback. So Danny Dimes, that motherfucker ain't it. So they got to get them a quarterback. And then the New York Giants will be back, but to contend for some shit. But right now they ain't got no quarterback, bro. And they just they won, but I don't see them. Now, High Risk earlier in this live said, don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I actually wouldn't be surprised, just because like every year it's always a team that kind of like come and surprise, but I just don't see it because of Danny Dimes. I don't see it, but I wouldn't be surprised. Just because, that's how the way this shit be going. You know what I'm saying? What we got next? It was the Kansas City Chiefs against the Arizona Cardinals. Chiefs put it on they motherfucking ass. Patrick Mahomes said, Tyreek Hill who? Tyreek who? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to throw for 5 touchdowns regardless, bitch. So he done his motherfucking thing. They blasted the Cardinals. The Cardinals, I don't know what the fuck they going on. Y'all gave this nigga all this money, but then told this nigga you need to study more. And then I mean, what the fuck, man? I don't get it. Cardinals on they we'll see what they gonna end up being. Chargers against the Raiders. The Chargers beat the Los Angeles Chargers, beat the Las Vegas Raiders 24-19. Shout out Devontae Adams, East Palo Alto hometown hero. You feel me? Did his thing. Derek Carr, he was okay, but he threw 2 or 3 interceptions, so he was fucking up. You can't win like that. And Justin Herbert looked amazing. I'll speak about Justin Herbert here in a day or two once I do week 2 recap about the second half against the Chiefs on this past Thursday night, but I ain't on week 2 yet. This is the week 1 recap. So I'll say that for later. But yeah, the Chargers, they can be a very dangerous team this year if they play up to potential of where they should play, bro. I actually got them in the Super Bowl this year. Don't got them winning it, but I got them in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. Minnesota Vikings against the Green Bay Packers. Minnesota wins 23-7. Aaron Rodgers looks bad in the game. He looks bad in the press conference. And he just looks bad. His fucking face. Now, I'm not judging how no man look. I'm just saying, I'm just being funny. You know what I'm saying? But Aaron Rodgers, bro, like, I don't get it, bro. Like, you demeaning these young receivers. I don't know if you think that's leadership or some type of bro, niggas don't look at you like that, bro. He think by doing that bro, what, did you demean yourself about how you played in the NFC divisional round against the San Francisco 49ers? I heard you talk shit about that. You know what I'm saying? And why you want to talk shit? So what happened then? Okay, and then when you could have been in training camp and wherever, and when you could have been earlier with these young players, gaining a rapport and some camaraderie with them, you wasn't doing that. You was somewhere doing shrooms, hallucinating. You said on vacation and doing all this whole other shit. And now the cohesion ain't where you want it to be in week 1, and then you didn't play in the motherfucking preseason. You know what I'm saying? The cohesion ain't there, and you want to blame these young receivers and say all this fucked up shit in the media about them. Like, come on, man. That's you got to encourage them. Look, hey, You know what I'm saying? we haven't had the time, the necessary time that we need to have thus far, so far this year. But we gonna get there. Hey, I'm working with them. We gonna all get on the same page. I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? We will get to where we need to be, and let them know whatever you need to let them know behind the scenes. I don't give a fuck if you say that shit to them behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Tell them they fucking up and hey, y'all need to come on, man. What the fuck is y'all doing? Do that behind the scenes. Don't do it in the media, bitch. You know what I'm saying? When you supposed to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, nigga, and you ain't been to a Super Bowl in over a fucking decade, nigga. Come on, man. And you keep losing. You keep losing the teams that you shouldn't lose to in the playoffs. In Green Bay and shit, at Lambeau Field and shit. Like, come on, man. Stop it. So, you're not infallible, bro. You're not, you know what I mean? You put up great numbers in a regular season, and that's it. Then in the postseason, you don't play at that same level. You just don't. I know you got that one little measly Super Bowl, and I give it to you. I'm not trying to take away credit. Okay, you won it. But go look at the teams that he played en route to that Super Bowl and the quarterbacks of those teams. That Minnesota Vikings team that they won that year, that they beat along in that Super Bowl run, when they had that a fucking receiver playing quarterback, Joe Webb or whatever the hell his name was. Come on, man. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And the Vikings, they did their thing. That receiver over there, Justin Jefferson, I think his name is. Hey, that boy serious business. Yeah. He's serious business. And Kirk Cousins, I say a few quarterbacks is overrated. He might be a little bit underrated, bro. I mean, he's consistent, solid. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's like the Jimmy G effect. It's like that level. I think they are a little bit underrated, bro. For what Kirk Cousins is going. Now, Jimmy G gives you a little bit more winning. Kirk Cousins gives you more numbers. Okay? But in both scenarios, they're both underrated. So, but yeah, I see the Vikings. Wait, did I see? Because I just did my predictions last week, so I don't want to say something else that I just said last week. I'll go back and look at it, but I think I still got Green Bay winning that division. I think that's what I said in my predictions, but I wouldn't be surprised if they lose, if Minnesota win it. I just wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But it's a long season, and I will give Aaron Rodgers more leeway in that he will be able to figure something out, you know what I mean, with his young core of receivers, young receiving core, you know what I mean, and they'll be able to make the necessary strides, to getting on par to where they need to be. So yeah. And then Sunday night we had Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Dallas Cowboys. Tampa Bay won. They probably should have won by a little bit more, but Dak Prescott got hurt. He's going to be out for 4 or 5 weeks, so that's going to set the Cowboys back. Regardless of me being a Niners fan and how much we are a rival of the Cowboys and we hate the Cowboys, like I said, me personally, I actually like Dak. You know what I'm saying? I still talk shit online and talk, do all that, but I actually like him. You know what I'm saying? And I want him to be in there. So, when they lose, it ain't no motherfucking excuses. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't give a fuck about it, if they lose, even when you still lose, even if he ain't in there. But I would prefer for them to be at full strength just because I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? And I did have the Cowboys winning the NFC East. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's in jeopardy now because he's going to be gone for the next 4 or 5 games. So, yeah. But Tampa Bay, I got Tampa Bay winning the Super Bowl this year. So they started out pretty much how I expect. I see them getting better as the year goes on. So yeah. And then Monday night we had the Denver Broncos against the Seattle Seahawks. You know what I'm talking about? Dope game. Once again, I was going for Russell Wilson. I wanted him to win because I wanted him to get the win over his former team. You know what I mean? I like shit like that. And they should have won. Russ played good. He played good. But the Seahawks, hey, they played great as a team and got the win. Now I don't see the Seahawks doing shit this year. I see that being a week one, adrenaline rush kind of game. We playing against our former quarterback. Pete Carroll wanted to win, to stick it to, Russell Wilson and all that. So yeah, I just look at that as that, but I don't see the Seahawks doing nothing this year. And I do see the Broncos bouncing back from that and doing a little something. I see the whole AFC West as good to great teams. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But yeah, I think the Broncos will bounce back. So that's pretty much that, man. And so, like I said, we've already had one. That's my whole recap. I'm done because it's 10 o'clock now on the West Coast and the games is on now. So I'm finna go watch these week 2 games. I just wanted to give my recap on week 1 just to do it because I'm going to do a recap after every week this year. I just started Snax on Sportz last year. But by the time I started it, it was already almost the end of the year. So now I'm able to. I got to do my recap every week after, you know what I'm saying? So, but for future weeks, I ain't gonna be waiting till the day of the next week to do it. You know what I mean? Like y'all gonna get the week 2 recap on either tomorrow on Monday or on Tuesday after. Most likely it'll be Tuesday or either Tuesday or Wednesday after the Monday night games have been played, because there's 2 games on Monday night this week. So I want to wait until all the games have been played to do the full recap to the entire week 2. So it'll be either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll be back with the week 2 recap. And we're going to do it like that. So Snax on Sportz. I'm going. I'm finna go watch these games. I may be back for some little live updates throughout the day from some games I'm watching, just to shit talk or whatever. But the official recap is gonna happen either on Tuesday or Wednesday. So I get at y'all, man. I'm gone. Snax on Sportz. You know what I'm talking about?